So welcome back to the show. Before the break, I was having a conversation with Achola, who's an accredited John Maxwell coach, trainer, and the founder of Value Connect Management Consultancy Limited. And we're talking about everything that is of value to entrepreneurs. Before the break, you're talking about leadership and the importance of every entrepreneur getting to learn. But right now, I want to just change the focus a bit and talk about customer satisfaction, because disruption also calls about the market being disrupted and also the customer. Also, what's it called? Their ways of consuming changing. And COVID has taught us a lot of things. And I want just to take us through in terms of customer satisfaction. How important is it, and how can an entrepreneur steering a company to have it as a focus in the business?
Thank you, Ian. Customer is king. I know some people say cash is king, but customer is king, because without the customer, you will have no cash. And in this season of COVID-19, a lot of consumer habits have changed dramatically. From the rush to buying toilet paper in the beginning, to downsizing in terms of consumption, to now we're working from home, so we're not consuming so much of fuel, we're consuming more of the internet, and so forth and so on. And what I even stated earlier on before the break is that any entrepreneur at this point in time needs to have understood what the changes have happened with their target consumer audience. There's lots of ways of finding this out. There's lots of research that has been done. Yeah. I have seen a lot of research, for example, from McKinsey, in terms of how even some companies are going to have to reinvent themselves if they're going to survive going forward. But basically, there has been three types of companies, if I could just enlighten you, Ian, in this age. When COVID-19 hit, there are those companies that chose to wait. They shut down and they said, let's wait and see how long this thing is going to pan out.
Quite a number.
2-3 months, it can be over. Then there are those who continued doing business as usual. Number two. Then number three, there were those who saw what things were happening. They are the ones we had already in a very short span of time. They were already switching to making masks, making sanitizers, and all those things. So they quickly pivoted to administer to the needs of that had changed at the time. And so you can even answer me, Ian, in this case. Yeah. Which of these three companies do you think has been successful, or is going to be successful, will survive this season and thrive afterwards?
No, the companies that decided to move.
The one that is number three.
Yeah, true.
Yeah? So you need to know, when do you react? Again, John tells us, in this age, forget COVID-19. When before COVID-19, we're saying fast has become faster and forward has become short.
True.
So it's time for people to be very agile. Entrepreneurs need to be very agile.
True.
They need to be very quick in their decision-making process, and they need to respond very quickly, because if you wait, you shall lag behind. We saw in the crisis of 2008, the financial crisis, new things came up.
True.
The Uber, the Airbnb, and I can bet you, by the end of this crisis, and I'm now talking genuine entrepreneurship, not the one that has come through corruption. You will find that already those will be shining.
True.
I can tell you one big area that is right now required is what we're talking about, investing in people. Because these ideas, the creativity, is not going to come from a vacuum.
True.
It's people who give these ideas.
Yeah.
And so if you are not investing in your people or in yourself as an entrepreneur, you will find that you will be lagging behind. You will have a lack of knowledge and information of even where are you pivoting to?
True.
Which direction are you taking?
Yeah. Mostly associated with motivational speakers. Yes, you can start a factory using a razor blade. You only see those jokes. But
True.
Yeah, we see a lot of those jokes. Yeah. I started my factory. Let me just not go into it. But what key areas should an entrepreneur have in mind, especially in terms of them growing as an entrepreneur and also as an individual, to steer their company through this?
Good, Ian. I love acronyms because they make it easy for us to remember and easy for action.
So the first one we had was pivot.
Okay?
What's the next acronym?
Real. We're going to keep it real.
You're going to keep it real.
Okay?
All right, let's go for it.
We're going to keep it real. And so in terms of personal development, there will be 4 areas that an entrepreneur needs to work on. And this is by keeping it real. We've all heard about being authentic, keeping it real. And the real stands for R is relationships.
All right.
There is no business. I already said everything rises and falls on leadership.
Yeah.
But you know what? Everything starts and begins with networks or relationships.
True.
You cannot have, I talked about putting people first, whether it's your employees, whether it's your customers, whether it's your supply chain, whether it's your collaborators, you need relationships.
True.
And the first thing that starts, when talking personal development, Ian, you have to be able to get along with you.
Yeah.
Because if you can't get along with yourself, nobody else will. Then there's E. E is all about equipping.
All right.
Yeah. And equipping is not about commandeering people. Equipping means empowering people.
All right.
Giving them responsibility and trusting them to see the process through.
All right. Maybe
it's not about micromanaging people.
Yeah. All right. So because of time, I wanted us to rush through the RE. So relationship, equipping. A is for?
A is for attitude.
And L?
What is the attitude you have towards the market and all that you're doing? And the L, we're back to leadership.
Interesting. So everything literally, literally everything is interconnected. I think for the pivot and also for the real. There's just from listening to it, everything is interconnected. And one of the interesting things is that as an accredited coach, I know under the John Maxwell, there's quite an exciting event that's coming up on the 9th of October. So I need us just to run through it. What exactly is the event about? Why should we sign up? I want you now to run through it, because you got me excited about this event. That's the reason you're here.
Take me through. Yes, we do have a super exciting event coming up. It's called Live to Lead. And this is really an event that equips and empowers anyone who desires to grow themselves from a leadership point of view. And remember, I said leadership starts with you.
Yes.
And so they'll have great takeaways. We're going to incorporate and integrate a local version of it. But basically, we'll be having John Maxwell on stage. He'll be accompanied by, I start with a name that is known, Steve Harvey, the entertainer, entrepreneur, will be on stage with John. There'll be Kate Cole from the Focus brand. She's got a brilliant story. She started off as a waitress, and today she's heading a large organization in the hospitality industry. Then there'll also be Alan Malali, who is the former CEO of Boeing and Ford Motor Company. If you have a business that is struggling, you don't know how to turn it around, you want to come and listen to how Alan helped to turn around the Ford Motor Company, such that they were not able to go for the stimulus in 2008. Yeah. And then we also will be having Craig Groeschel. He's renowned for the Global Leadership Summit. He's also a pastor of a lead church in the US. And he's also an author on leadership matters. And so this stage of these 5 speakers will be fantastic. Like I said, we'll also have a local panel of our own industry experts who will be speaking to us and linking that. It's going to be virtual, so don't worry.
It's a virtual event.
You watch it from the comfort of your home. And it's happening on October 9th, 2020. Please take your calendar, diarize it. We have a website where you can get more information, where you can go buy your ticket, bring your team. You're a leader, you're an entrepreneur, bring your teams. You don't want to learn alone. And I can guarantee you that it's going to be a fantastic, phenomenal event. You don't want to miss out. After COVID-19, we need some energy in our lives. True. We need to revive and rejuvenate ourselves so that we can finish the year with that bag.
What's the website that people can get to register? Because it's an event that all entrepreneurs watching this need to be part of. And all leaders and corporates.
The website for you. Very quickly. I know you're running out of time. And the website that you can find us on will be valueconnect.grouppages.com/live-to-lead-Kenya/. I will read it again.
All right.
ValueConnect as one word .grouppages.com/live-to-lead-Kenya/. Alternatively, you can call this number 0799 748 069 for you to be able to get more information.
All right.
I will repeat
Just
the phone number.
Repeat one more final time as you wind up. 07. Repeat the number one final time as you wind up.
The phone number is 0799.
All right.
748069.
Awesome. On that particular note, unfortunately, we've run out of time, but I think out of this conversation, there's so much there is that you've learned from the conversation with Achola. On the real, just keeping it real, you know, whatever the acronym is. And for the information about the event that's happening on the 9th of October, we're going to be sharing also the information through our social media platforms. And also, as we just wind up, I want to just let you know, each and every day of the week, Monday to Friday, you can watch the Business Coach reruns from 9:30 a.m. And also on Tuesday, you can join me on Instagram on the KTN Home as I have conversations with different entrepreneurs. My name is Ian Dennis, and this has been the Business Coach, where we help entrepreneurs better their businesses.